Joey here with moneyline.com, and we're going to do a FanDuel Sportsbook review. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through the app and talk about, the pros and cons of FanDuel versus other sportsbooks. So right here, I'm on the account screen. I did this just so my account name was not included. So from the account screen, you can deposit and withdraw money with the add funds and withdraw funds buttons there. You can also, view your account balance, transaction history, set limits, get customer support help, all that good stuff, or you can just log out. But when you do log into the app, this is the home screen, so this is what you'll see on a regular basis. The app as a whole is really clean and crisp. You can see like the individual logos for different leagues there. So like the baseball, the MLB logo, the NBA logo. So it's just super clean to navigate. Everything feels super smooth and responsive. So if I want to navigate to sports, I can navigate from that top menu like I was just showing you. I can scroll here and it'll show me the upcoming games for the day with, each team's got their logo. It just looks clean. I can also click on the all sports button here and, get a deeper dive of all the different sports that they're offering. So overall, just navigation and ease of use, FanDuel is one of the best out of the 20 sports books or so that I've tested this year. So in terms of bet variety, FanDuel is also, that's another area where they shine. So just to give you an example, so I'm looking at NBA games here. If I want to bet on the spread or money line or total, I can just click on that and then the bet slip will pop up at the bottom. And let's say I want to bet on another game. So I want to bet on the Clippers too. Bet slip will go to 2, and when I'm ready to place a bet, I can go through and bet on each individual game, or if I wanted to make a parlay bet, I could do that as well. But I'm going to close that out for now. So if I click on an NBA game, so if I click on the Nets Bucks here, we can see all the different bets that they offer. So these are like the most popular ones. So you can bet on, who's going to score the first basket, record a double-double. You can bet on player points, rebounds, assists. There's well over 100 different bets you can choose from for pretty much any game, which again, it's pretty awesome. So even though I normally bet on, the spread or money line or total, it is nice to have the option to, bet on a player's assist or rebounds or any other kind of wonky bet if I so choose to do. So that's it for an NBA game. I'll show you all the different bets for a baseball game as well. So, you can bet on players that hit a home run, record a hit, strikeouts, score, pretty much anything. So that's it for like normal sports bets. Where FanDuel also excels is they offer a couple unique like bet types and contests that other sports books don't offer. So I went to the all sports menu here, and then as I'm scrolling down, right here you see this like free button. So if I click on this, FanDuel has their own like free contest. So this, Hulu Hoops Challenge gives you a chance to win real money and it's free. So, predict the playoffs to win a share of 35 grand. You just make your picks and it doesn't cost you anything. It's free to play. And they always have free to play contests. So, $5,000 on each of these basketball games, which is just crazy. And they have this like every day. So there's all these free contests you can play. Some of these are older ones, but let me see if I can find one for today. That was yesterday's game. Okay, so they're probably going to add it later on because it's still early in the morning. Unique to FanDuel are these in-play contests. So this is an NBA in-play contest. For the NFL, they're called play-action contests. So basically what this does is it turns every quarter of a game into like a live, pretty much like a live pick contest. And I wish there was an NBA game going so I could show you right now. But basically you get, 2,000 tokens to wager at the beginning of each quarter. And then you kind of place bets on like the next play of the game. Like, are the Nets going to score on their next possession down on the court? Are the Bucks going to score? Is it going to be a 3-pointer? Is it going to be a 2-pointer? And at the end of each quarter, the contest is free to play, but you can win, real money based on how well you do. But this is one of those things where it's just cool. No other sportsbook has this, so it's just, a +1 for FanDuel in my opinion. So that's it for kind of like the unique contest that FanDuel offers that other sportsbooks don't. In addition to these contests, they also have obviously daily fantasy sports. So if I click on fantasy here down at the bottom, I can log into, the daily fantasy sports, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just wanted to show you. So moving on from sports and bets, let's look at the promotions. So to get to promotions, they're either up at the top scrolling here, or you go back down to all sports and go to promos or odds boost, depending on what you're looking for. The odds boosts are essentially just like FanDuel shifts the odds in your favor. Sometimes they're pretty good. Most of the time they're so-so, but they're worth checking out. And then for the promos, another area where FanDuel competes with the best of the best here, the welcome promo. So it might not even be here for me since I've already used it, but I think they include it at the bottom here. Give me a second. Okay, so the welcome promotion is a risk-free bet up to $1,000. So compared to other sports books that only offer like $250 or $500, this is a pretty kick-ass promotion. So I have a whole video detailing how it works. If you want to look at that, just check out the channel. But welcome promotions, FanDuel is one of the best in the business. Ongoing promotions, FanDuel is still one of the best, although there are a couple sports books like DraftKings, in my opinion, offers more ongoing promotions, or maybe not more, but better ones. William Hill does a good job with ongoing promotions. FanDuel does a decent job too. Barstool does a really good job. So like this one right here, this is just a random one. Place a $10 wager on an eligible NBA game and get a $5 bonus regardless of whether or not your bet wins or loses. So that's pretty good. And then they have a bunch of same game parlay insurance ones, which aren't as good. But overall in promotions, FanDuel is definitely like a top 5 sports book. So moving on from promotions, let's just cover education real quickly. So in this all sports menu right here, to get to education, you just scroll down to the other links and then go into your betting guide. So in the betting guide right here, they have it laid out for different sports, but it's essentially the same kind of interlinking. So, and what I mean by that is so if I click on straight wagers here for NBA, it's just going to take me to the bottom of the page. And then there's definitions for different types of bets. Education is decent. A lot of the U.S. sportsbooks don't do the best job overall, but it's still decent. I would recommend Moneyline has some great education. If you want detailed examples with pictures and odds and all that, I would recommend checking out some of our education. But again, it's not bad here. But this is pretty much it in terms of what you get for education, other than if you go to the customer support, there's a couple different FAQs, but nothing too great there. So moving on from education to live betting, in my opinion, there's no better sports book for live betting than FanDuel. And I'll actually show you. So right now we've got some live tennis because it is early in the morning, 11:19. But so if I click on this tennis match here, let's do this one here. I can literally watch the match as I have these bets up. Look how cool this is. So I'll play it for you without the sound, and quality gets better once it kind of renders in. But I can literally watch this match, and I can bet point by point. So I've got, set 2, game 2, 0.5 winner. This is just crazy. I mean, this is the future. And there's a couple of sports books that offer live streaming. But overall, FanDuel's live betting menu is just, it's my favorite. So let me go to, look at the soccer one. So there's also live streaming for this international soccer game. But just in terms of how many different live bets there are, I'll go to the props here. There's just a lot that you can bet on here from a live betting menu. And this kind of mix and match with those live contests I was talking about, so the NBA and the NFL one, you're not going to find any better live betting than FanDuel. So moving on from live betting, I just want to talk about the odds real quick. So odds are essentially the pricing that you're getting for the game. So let me go down to an NBA game because those are typically easier to explain here. So when you're looking at the spread here, and we have, Brooklyn plus 3.5 at minus 105 odds, or Milwaukee minus 3.5 at minus 115 odds, that's essentially like the price you're getting on the game. So obviously, if I bet, $100 at minus 115, it's only going to pay out 87. And if I bet $100 at minus 105, it's going to pay out 100. So for our annual review, we tested 20 different sports books, grabbed over 34,000 data points on odds, and overall FanDuel finished 11th out of those 20 sports books. So they offer above average odds on NHL spread bets, NBA spread bets, and college basketball moneyline bets. And where they offer below average odds are on college football moneyline bets, NFL spread bets, and NFL total bets. Full odds chart on our full review linked in the description below on moneyline.com, but just going over the highlights with you real quick. So we covered sports and bets offered, live betting, education, odds. The mobile app just goes along with everything I've been saying. The mobile app is great. I never have any issues like logging in. It's great. The verification technology is pretty good. I haven't had too many issues with that. Placing bets is easy. Seeing active bets is easy. So if I click on the My Bets tab, I can see the bets that I've placed. So yesterday, this Jokic to record a triple-double. And I can see my active bets for tonight. So super easy, just navigating everything. So just kind of in closing, what you need to create a FanDuel Sportsbook account. You need an email, first and last name, address, date of birth, phone number, and then your last 4 digits of your social security number. For depositing and withdrawing money, you do that. I have a full video on it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but pretty much just link an online bank account to the app, and then you can deposit and withdraw money with that. And it's free. There's no fees. Typically only takes a day or two. And then the last thing here, there's the casino. So depending on what state you're in, you may or may not have the casino as an option, but there's over 350 different slots. There's blackjack, roulette, video poker. There's a lot to choose from here. The casino is one area where FanDuel is not as good. So the games, for whatever reason, take a while to load. So if I click on this blackjack game, well, first it's going to verify my location, and then it's going to load the game. It takes, quite a bit here to load. Oh, actually, it's going a little bit. Oh, wow. All right. Well, usually it takes a little bit longer, but that was actually really quick. So, yeah. So you can play casino games in the app if it is legal in your state. And then the last thing here for customer support. So FanDuel does offer support via live chat, email, and phone support. So down here at the bottom, you can submit a ticket. That'll take you to your email support. Here, if I click on that blue button, the live chat support will come up. So if I hit get in touch, it'll say, do you want, live chat or leave a message, which means someone will email you back. So the support is pretty good at FanDuel, but in closing, the app and the sportsbook overall are one of the best. FanDuel placed 3rd overall in our 2021 rankings out of the 20 sportsbooks that we tested. So overall, it's an excellent app. Sports and bets offered, one of the best. Live betting, the best. Promotions, one of the best. Banking, super easy. So it's just overall, it's a great app. Feel free to read the full review in the description below, but I hope the video is helpful, and check out all the other FanDuel videos we have. So like tutorials and explaining the risk-free bets more in depth. But yeah, any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Thanks.